What's up, YouTube? I wanted to show you a build that I just finished. It's another steel cage for the Losi Baja Rey with a bunch of axial Yeti score parts. It's a little different from some of my previous builds because it has a lay-down spare tire and it does not use the stock rear bulkhead. I had to do that to be able to kind of make the rear end look how I wanted it to. It kind of causes some problems, like you don't have a door for your battery anymore, you don't have a place to mount your ESC and so on, but I think it's worth it for the look. So the body is a retro Yeti score body. Did it up in the Marlboro livery like Ayrton Senna's McLaren. Let me take the body off and I'll show you what's going on underneath. So here's how the chassis looks underneath the body. It's a little dirty because I took it out for its first drive yesterday. This whole cab section was pretty much exactly the same dimensions as the Ivan Stewart truck that I built. If you go back in my videos, you can check that out. I did the front bumper a little bit different, and then the rear end is completely different. It's got bolt-on bed sides. Did that for two reasons. One is if they bend, I can replace them. And the other is if the bed sides get damaged in a crash, then I can redo these bedside mounts, cut the top of the bed off, and run dual lay-down spares, like side by side. This is how I configured the tire mount and the sway bar. The sway bar mounts are just the square nuts that I drilled out to fit the 1/8 inch welding rod. Scrape the flux off, cut it to length, grind the edges for the grub screw, and you're good. This is a 4mm threaded rod just welded onto a, it's like a 3/32 piece of steel. All the body panels are 1/16 ABS plastic. Had to move the ESC up to the front of the cab. I just bolted it to this plate. So I got rid of the rear bulkhead and I had to figure out how I was going to attach the upper 4-link bars. I've seen a lot of dudes will just move the mount down to where the trailing arms mount, and I thought that that wasn't going to work. It's just, it seems like it's so far removed from the stock geometry that, like, how could it work well? Works great. Suspension is, I think it's like a little soft, but it's pretty scale. I took it out for a drive yesterday. I'll put some running footage at the end of the video. It squats a ton under acceleration, but it seems to soak up the bumps pretty well. Yeah, fan is Baja Rey. This thing is Baja Rey. I got these fire extinguishers from eBay, and then I took the stickers from the Yeti score kit, cut them out, stuck them on there. Looks sweet. Since I already have it out with the body off, I might as well do a side-by-side comparison with the Ivan Stewart truck. I added some more decals to that thing to make it look cooler. But aside from the livery, the cages are a lot different, even though the cab is so similar. Dimensions on the cab are almost identical. You can see some differences in the front end, mostly that the front end here extends past the bumper and it goes through the grill of the truck so that light bar can shine through. And the whole back end is just dramatically different. The Stewart truck has that hunchback thing going on, and the new truck is dramatically different. A little more of a retro vibe with the single spare as opposed to the duals. Figured that that matches the retro body better. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.